Look, I'm gonna tear the band-aid right off. I think Gear 5 is ass. Like, I think it's dog dookie doo-doo water. And I'm not talking about how Luffy achieved it, how it's written narratively. I'm talking about just looks and design wise, right? If you thought I was coming here slandering the form's integrity and how it got it, that's not what I'm here for. I'm just slandering it based off of looks. And I think personally, this form doesn't bang at all. It's terrible design wise. Luffy the only nigga in manga to not pull off white hair and red eyes. Like, Oda had the easiest layup in the world and he fumbled it.
Baba Booey.
Sucks. And before I get into the real meat potatoes of this video, let's take a Luffy transformation trip down memory lane and talk about every single one of Luffy's forms. And I'm talking about every single one. You know, I can't even be mad at this. He looks cool. I'd go places with him, you know, to like the movies, I guess. But, you know, cool little form. I give it a 7 out of 10. He looked like he stink though, so there's also that. Gear 2nd Luffy sucks also. Like, it's just base Luffy with a pink hue. Like, Oda did the absolute bare minimum and niggas was eating up. And it's not even a fact that it's just Luffy with one addition added onto him, which is the pink hue. Like, take Sasuke and his Sharingan for example. Sasuke's Sharingan is just Sasuke and then a different pupil, but it still looks raw. The pink hue does nothing for Luffy to make him look cooler or anything. It's just ass. And then the way Luffy got it. I know I said I wasn't gonna talk about how Luffy got Gear 5, but the way he got Gear 2nd was just egregious. He trained for a little bit and then he just kind of got it. Like, Oda was not really cooking anything at all when he did that. Just like if in Bleach, we never got hinted to what a Bankai was. He still did that 3-day training without us knowing what he's training for. He goes to fight Byakuya. He has Bankai. We see it for the first time with Ichigo. And then he also has his Hollow Mask, which he also knows how to use. And don't even get me started on Gear 3 is buns, straight hot dog water, ass, doo-doo garbage. Like, whatever analogy for shit and ass that you have, that is what Gear 3 is. It's just base form Luffy, but he can make his fist big. God, what was Oda thinking, bro? This is ass. And he also got this out of nowhere, the same way he got Gear 2nd in the same arc. How am I supposed to take Big Fist Luffy seriously? But then there's the, oh, you're not supposed to take Gear 3 seriously. It's supposed to be a gag. And even if it's a gag, it's still not funny. I can't take it seriously and I can't laugh at it. It's just bad. It's ass. Terrible. I can't speak on how ass Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd is together, and the fact that he got them both at the same time. They're both very bad. And I don't know what Oda was cooking, but we need to make sure Oda never gets in the kitchen again. All right. Man, Nightmare Luffy sucks. Like, it's ass. And Nightmare Luffy's such a cold name too. He don't deserve it. From now on, I'm gonna call Nightmare Luffy Bloofy, because that it's goofy as hell, and that's the name that it deserves. What was Oda thinking when he drew this? When he put his pen to the paper and he said, yeah, this is it. No, it wasn't. You need to go to prison. I need to know your thought process, Oda. What were you cooking? Who was in your mind? Like, what specifically made you say, yeah, this is it? Because it wasn't, and it will never be. Nightmare Luffy is, I'm sorry, Bloofy sucks, and he'll never be cool. And I'm glad we'll never ever see it again. So let's just move on. Let's move on. Gear 4. You know, we're getting ever so close to Gear 5, what y'all came here for, but let me talk about Oda as a designer first, right? As a character designer, Oda peaked at Law. And Robin and Yamato, right? Those are his 3 best character designs ever, in my opinion. Everything else is either, you know, just okay or bad, in my opinion. And Gear 4 resonates Oda's character designing flaws. It could be so much cooler, and there is a Gear 4 form that is just exactly what it should be, in my opinion, and I'll talk about that when we get there. But Gear 4 Bound Man is also terrible. This form sucks. I can't, bro. It's not cool. Like, and I used to try to defend this transformation. I used to say, oh well, it's not that bad, it's kind of cool actually. Nah, I was lying. I was a big ass liar. Like Gear 4, Bound Man is not, it's not cool, man. It's not cool, but it could be so much cooler. But Oda said, I'm gonna make this nigga round, and why, man? Why? Why did you do it? Why did you do Luffy like this? There was no reason for it. There was no reason for it. All right, now look, Tank Man is just Luffy and Bound Man, but rounder. I'm being honest, like, are we considering this a transformation? Because if it is, I gotta talk about it. All right, and I'm still gonna talk about it. But like, is this a transformation, or is this just something Luffy called himself after he ate all those biscuits? Like, please, like it's ass. It doesn't look cool. I'm not gonna like slander it as much as I was slandering the other ones, because I know that we're not supposed to take this one seriously at all. But like, it's not cool. It's there, but yeah, just Tank Man is ass. Snakeman is valid. That's the best form Oda has ever drawn for Luffy, or that's the best transformation Oda has drawn for anybody in One Piece, period. Like, Snakeman is the coolest Luffy has looked and probably ever will look. Like, it's just cool. I don't know what more to tell you, man, but that fight with Katakuri made it even more valid. This is that real deal holy feel. Like, Snakeman is just raw tax embodied, right? This is what I wanted and expected from Gear 4, and I got it with Snakeman, and I love it to death. It's a shame he probably won't be using it that much. Hopefully he does use it a whole lot more, because like I said before, it's the coolest Luffy has looked and probably ever will look, right? I don't think Luffy will get a form beyond Gear 5. He might get more additions added on to, just like he did with Gear 4, right? He might get like a Gear 5 something man or something or other man, but Snake Man is Luffy at his rawest, and I love it. He got an attack called Black Mamba. Like, let's be real here. Luffy and Snake Man, he's one of us. He knows ball. Now look. When we got the first official appearance of Gear 5, and then we got the fan colorings of Gear 5 Luffy, and Luffy had the fire hair vest, I was rocking with it. I'm not gonna lie. And then we got the official coloring for Gear 5, and I was like, oh, it just took all the fun away, right? But look. This is not the first time something like this has happened, right? My favorite bleach form, my favorite Ichigo transformation is Horn of Salvation Ichigo. There are two different colored variations of it. There is one where Ichigo is all white, and then there is one where Ichigo has his regular ass human skin. Now, the one that is my favorite is Ichigo with his regular skin color. The one that's all white just looks acid. And the same is said for One Piece, right? I like the fan coloring of Gear 5 100 times more than what we actually have. And I know on Twitter when we got the fan colorings of Gear 5 that people were saying that it was copying Goku, but maybe Oda should have took a page out of the Toriyama handbook and just made that nigga have fire hair. Cause then we wouldn't be having this discussion right now. Cause I think that Luffy with the white and the red eyes is just not cool. Like I said earlier in this video, I think Luffy's the only nigga in fiction to not pull off white hair and red eyes. Like I said, Oda had the easiest layup, bro. Had the easiest alley-oop, and he just fumbled at the rim. Like, I don't like the official coloring for Gear 5, like, at all. That shit stink. And One Piece fans, what are we doing here, man? What is this? What are y'all doing? We need to stop, man. This Gear 5 more iconic than Super Saiyan conversation? It just needs to stop, man. Let y'all transformation grow, right? Dragon Ball Z has surpassed the anime and manga sphere as a whole. It is a entity now. It is its own thing, right? Dragon Ball Z is heralded as its own thing. One Piece is just the biggest thing in the anime and manga sphere at the moment. It hasn't surpassed anime or manga as a whole yet. It might not even do it at all. It's just not there yet. I like One Piece. I think it's a cool little manga. I'm just a severe hater, and I got an agenda to push. But that's the end of the video, man. All I gotta say is Kubo better.